Wow. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End marks the 4th installment in the Uncharted franchise and also marks the last adventure of Nathan Drake and takes place 3 years after Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Now first off, this game has been in development hell. There were so many delays with this game. It was supposed to be out ages ago originally, but then there were setbacks as things do happen. And now we finally got it. Holy shit. Now like I said, this game was in development hell. It has taken a long time to finally get here. And was it worth the wait? Yes. Guys, this is a brilliantly crafted little game that just leaves you hanging. Literally. So the basic premise is Nathan Drake has since retired from treasure hunting and all these adventures and swashbuckling adventures. He settled down with Elena, they have a house. He works for a company as a diver that does shipwrecking to salvage parts and all that, until he gets a visit from a very interesting character, his brother, Sam. Now I don't want to go into too many details and spoil anything, but Sam comes along after all these years and says, I need your help, I want to dig up Henry Avery's treasure. Henry Avery is a very famous old pirate who has left apparently a mozza of treasure, and they want to go after it because no one else has discovered this. And then we got our story, an adventure. Now I finished the game last night and I'm still an emotional wreck because, let me start from the beginning, the cutscenes flow so well with the gameplay. I didn't want the cutscenes to end sometimes. It was like you were part of a movie. You invest in these characters so much more than the previous incarnations of Uncharted. And don't get me wrong, I did in the previous Uncharted. I was invested in Nathan Drake and Elena and Sully, but now they just seem so more three-dimensional, seem like actual people. I remember at one point Mum walks in, I'm showing her the game, I'm like, yeah, see that guy there, that's my brother Sam. And she walks out of the room, I'm like, did I just say my brother Sam? I don't have a brother, I don't have a sister, I'm an only child. That's how invested I was in these characters. I thought Sam was my brother. That's not creepy at all. The Uncharted series has been famous for their good quality cutscenes, and this one just amped it up even more, and it was just great to see, and it just played out like a film. The storyline flows well with the gameplay for when you actually do have to throw down, and then it goes back to a cutscene. It all makes sense, and it all ties in perfectly. Now in terms of the gameplay just follows from the previous Uncharted. There's nothing really new to learn here, because seriously, you don't want to miss out on something like this. I've read reviews where people have said that this game will be talked about for a long time, and I completely agree. It doesn't take itself too seriously, it's not over the top, it's not over dramatic, it's just that perfect line of perfection. Mind you, there are some parts where you do come to certain areas within the gameplay and it's kind of predictable. Like for example, you see a bridge, you're like, that's gonna collapse as soon as I walk on it. Which was like the previous Uncharted. There is a lot of predictable elements in this game, but there are a lot more surprises that outweigh those predictable elements. And by surprises, I mean the storyline, like little plot twists and turns, and just leaves you with your jaw on the ground. Now, whilst playing this game, I was trying my best to avoid spoilers or reviews or anyone that tried to spoil the end, because I knew they were going to do something special. Naughty Dog have never let me down. And speaking of Naughty Dog, there is a throwback to one of Naughty Dog's very first games in this game. You play a game in a game. I'm not going to say which game. I'm saying game a lot. It's just another little clever initiative in this game that just makes it so awesome. But in my opinion, the ending was a perfect send-off for the character of Nathan Drake and Elena and what they're doing. I won't say any more, and I'm trying to tiptoe around this as carefully as possible. But I really think you guys will dig it. If you haven't played to the end of the game yet, I think you're in for a nice treat. It's nice, it tugs at the heartstrings, and it just leaves you with a warm feeling inside, you know? The graphics in this game are absolutely stunning. The scenery, just, you know, the ocean, you're in Madagascar. So there is a lot of changes in terms of scenery, and the game developers have just nailed it. And I can see why this was delayed. If they're going to put in this much effort, I don't mind a delay because I want realism. And it's standard these days, gamers use motion tracking for the characters, so all of like Nathan Drake's nuances and little facial tics and features, it seems so realistic within the cutscene and even with gameplay. So guys, in the end, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End was everything I wanted for a finale for Nathan Drake. Even though that some parts are a little bit predictable, the gameplay is fantastic, it flows well, the scenery is absolutely beautiful, the graphics, the storyline, the twists and turns. I challenge anyone that hates this game because to me, it was perfect, it was a perfect send-off, and with that, I'm giving Uncharted 4: A Thief's End 5 geeks out of 5. So guys, when you finish Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, please drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know your overall feeling of the game with the send-off, the storyline, the plot twist, the graphics, everything. I want to know. As always, thank you very much for your continuing support and watching, and until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.